going on, guys? Welcome back to Pat Outdoors. Hope you're having a great week. Back today with the MX650. I finally got the tool I need and the extra parts I needed. So let's go extend this chain and get this thing back on the road. In case you missed my last video, I installed this 3.5 by 10 rear street tire on the back rim, and I had to move the motor forward 1/4 inch in order to create any sort of clearance in between, and that created a lot of additional tension on the chain. I can't even actually fully get it on the sprocket, even with the tensioner fully loose. So I actually have to extend this chain 2 to 4 links. I'm not sure yet. This is what I'm going to be using. Chain detacher or breaker. So this chain detacher is supposed to work with size 25 to 60 chains. So it should work for this Razor. I also got a new chain. This is a PGN heavy duty roller chain, same size, 25H. I did get 10 feet of it because I might end up with a second Razor project, who knows. This chain came with 2 connector links, so I might be able to use this one kit for 2 different bikes. The correct way to take these chains off these Razors is by loosening the tensioner, looping the chain off of the front sprocket, unbolting this guard from the tensioner, and then unbolting the rear wheel off the swing arm, and then taking the chain out. But I've taken this bike apart so many times these last 2 months, and I really don't feel like it. So I think I'm just gonna break the chain on the bike. Since I'm gonna put a new one on, I'm just gonna measure the new chain to be 3 or 4 links longer than this one, and then I'm gonna connect it while it's on the bike. Now that I have the old chain broken off, I'm gonna have one end lined up with the new chain, and I'm gonna measure out for a few extra links, break the new chain to create additional slack in case I wanna put a 13th tooth sprocket again on this thing. And then I'm gonna install it back on the bike, loop it how it's supposed to be, and then I'm gonna connect both ends of the new chain with this connector link. So you'll notice that these connector links the pins on them are slightly wider than all the other ones. So how this works is you're supposed to slide the retaining clip off and then slide these pins through both ends of the chain, reinstall this outer guard, and then reinstall the retaining clip on the very outside, and that'll lock everything in place. I actually had to take a few links back off. I made the chain a little too long, but once I got these off, the tensioner is perfectly where it's supposed to be. So this is just enough slack so I can stick a 13 tooth back on here if I want to. This is the 11 tooth. I purposely did this because of the overall diameter difference with the rear tire. I think it should end up back where it's supposed to. This is actually the connector link right here, in case you're curious how it's supposed to look. So it's supposed to just be a retaining clip on the very outside, blends right in with the rest of the chain. Moment of truth, see if there's any clearance issues. All right, it's time to find out if this thing's actually gonna ride a little smoother with the new street tires, and if the top speed changes at all with the larger rear tire. 20. Ah, son of a bitch. Definitely rides smoother. Thirty-one's the new top speed, so this is with the 11-tooth sprocket. Alright, let's do it. Ah, not too big of a change. So the bike definitely rides a lot smoother with the street tires, and the top speed didn't really change that much. On a flat ground, slight uphill, my top speed was 31 miles an hour, and then I made a U-turn and it was slight downhill after a little bit, and it got over to like 33.3 or whatever. This is the same place that I did 33.6 before, so I'm gonna call it about the same, 31 and a half miles an hour on flat ground for top speed, which I'm not too hurt about. I did switch to the 11-tooth sprocket to balance out with the heavier and larger rear tire. So I think I'm gonna leave it this way as far as the sprocket and tire combo, but I am gonna switch to lithium batteries to get more power out of this thing. Then I'll maybe consider putting the 13-tooth back on. I don't want the bike to feel too sluggish. Trying to put too much pressure on this motor. There's no point because I'm gonna go lithium anyway, so it's gonna get faster. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with how this Supermoto Mini Moto build has been going so far. So if you found today's video to be helpful in any way, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you wanna keep up with my MX650, MX2000 project, or any of my other projects, consider subscribing to my channel. But this is gonna be it for today. Thank you for watching.